Hi Aries, welcome to another reading of yours. This is going to be a financial reading for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is going to be for the week of October 2020. It is a general reading, guys, so this may or may not resonate with every Aries watching this video. Some of the energies of the cards here can be flipped, which means this could be your energy or the person you're dealing with or who's in your environment. All right. Time is fluid, as you know. You could have dealt with this energy, are dealing with, or will be dealing with in the near future. Yeah. And of course, if you do need a personal reading, all that information is going to be down below. I have the cards already spread in front, so we can save time that ways. So we're going to start with your reading. The overall energy for your financial situation for October 2020 is the Page of Wands in reverse with the Sun in reverse. This is telling me that there is definitely financial instability at the moment. This could be due to overspending in the past or a lack of foresight, okay, which is creating these problems for you right now. I think you might be very, very overconfident financially in the past and you're now dealing with the repercussions. There is a lesson for you out here, I think, which is that probably fortunes, both good and bad, they have a tendency to change, okay? So I think what you need to know is that the next time you find yourself making good money, better than what you expected, just remember this moment and use it as a motivation to save that money, all right? I'm also getting you could be making decisions right now regarding your finances that are still not well researched or very illogical, okay? You seem to be in a very overly optimistic and an unrealistic mood. So you need to modify your expectations, my friend. Okay, remain hopeful, but keep a check on your expectations. Let's see in the past. Okay. In the past, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse with the Five of Wands. So what I'm getting is that in the past, you could have either lost your motivation, dedication, or commitment towards your work, finances, and which has affected the quality of your work, okay? The quality of work has really suffered, or you were just simply not putting in enough effort or work towards your finances, okay, or taking care of them. I'm getting you were very reluctant probably to learn about your financial matters, or you just prefer to completely avoid looking at your finances directly, and instead of seeing what you can do about it, okay, you completely chose to ignore it and be, just forget about it. I feel you just didn't want to, or you probably didn't feel the need to put in the energy, okay, to learn about your savings or your finances, okay? And this in turn could have led to a lot of fights with your business partners or colleagues, okay? You were probably just not on the same page. And this is all again huge arguments about your money and only because of your overspending, okay, which we've already seen in your overall energy. Coming into the current situation, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse with the Page of Cups in reverse. What I'm seeing is right now, you're just wasting your money or you're just wasting your resources. I mean, you're making impulsive or very, very risky purchases right now, okay? You're not being careful at all. And later you're going to find out that what you probably what you bought wasn't really what you hoped for, or something that you didn't really need, okay? So just do all your research before you buy that big luxury is what I'm getting. You're not doing research, you're not finding out, you're just probably just making very impulsive decisions. You like something and you just want it now without thinking of whether you really need it or whether you have the money to afford it or not, okay? You're just investing into something that you can't really afford in the long run. Again, your emotions are completely out of control, and what I'm getting is that you're letting yourself get carried away, and that's when you're making the risky choices, okay? You're making more emotional choices. Again, I'm getting the only thing you're doing here is denial, okay? This is a huge denial about your financial state, and you're running away from it instead of facing them, okay? But buddy, denial is only delaying the inevitable, okay? what is going to happen is going to happen. Okay, if your finances are going to go down the rocks, they will. But if the more you deny it, the more you're just delaying it. But that doesn't mean that it's not going to come. So you need to start looking at your finances in a more realistic way and more seriously. All right, what is the root of the issue? Let's see the root of the issue. The root of the issue out here, or the reason for the reading, is the Eight of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles. So Aries, I think what you need to understand is that everything takes work and effort, including managing your finances. Okay, that takes work too. So you're being a bit careless with your finances, again, overspending, or again, being totally ignorant. I'm getting the same messages over and over again, which means like this is the theme of the reading. You're going to land up feeling that your hands are tied when you really, really need the money, okay? So it's better you face these matters and take care of them before they get worse. I'm getting you might actually be spending too much money and you're not getting a proper hold of your actual financial resources, okay? You're not being very accountable and considerate with your finances right now. And one of the reasons why in the past you had so many arguments with your colleagues or business partners or whatever loved ones. This is the root of the issue. This is the reason for the reading, okay? You not being careful, you overspending, okay? Spending too much money on things that you don't really need. And again, when you're really going to need the money, it's just not going to be there. Okay, you're not putting in the effort to strategize your or plan your financial goals. If this is how things are going to go, then what you're going to experience in the near future is the Lovers in reverse with the Nine of Swords. Damn, the Nine of Swords, seriously. So I'm getting that in the near future, your financial choices are going to continue to be impulsive, again, because you're not learning your lessons, which means your long-term financial security is going to be threatened. Either you're not making responsible choices, or I think you're looking for immediate gratification. Either or. You're still refusing to understand what you're truly able to afford when it comes to your finances, just like what I said right now a second ago. This is going to finally and ultimately put you under a lot of pressure and stress in the near future. The suffering you're going to feel is real, but the anxiety and worries that are going to come from this exaggerating the situation, I mean, it's just going to exaggerate the situation is what I meant, okay? You're still not ready to look at your financial situation realistically, which is going to make the situation even worse because of your negative thinking. This is going to put you into panic mode. So yeah, maybe you might want to get help or assistance from an outsider's perspective to give you advice on what you can do. Okay. Your best potential outcome is the Judgment in reverse with the Eight of Swords in reverse again. So if this is how things are going to go, the most likely outcome, the best potential outcome that you can expect is you're going to find yourself falling into the same fucking patterns when it comes to financial decisions. I'm getting you're being very adamant on not learning your lessons. You're still not learning your lessons. You're making the same mistakes over and over again, which is going to keep you very stuck and stagnant in a cycle. Okay? You're going to be very, very indecisive and you're refusing to learn your lessons. Again, yes, I am repeating myself, but I mean, I just cannot help it. Instead of the anxiety getting less, instead of the lessened anxiety, I think things are going to intensify and your fears and worries are just going to continue to get worse. I think you better address these fears before they continue to damage your mental health. All right? I think it's going to take a toll on your health. So, yeah. All I can say is, Aries, in this age of information, ignorance is just a choice. Okay? We always have a choice. I'm getting a lot of immaturity out here, okay? Whoever's handling your finances, or if this is you who's handling your own finances, okay? You're pretty screwed up here, okay? Your approach, we have so many reversals out here. So many reversals. More reversals is blockages. Okay? And with the root of the issue, we have both the cards upright, which is telling me that you know the answer is right in front of you. The solution is in front of you, but you're not doing it. That's what I'm getting. You know, you need to be more careful about your finances. You need to work towards your finances. You can get a lot of rewards, you can get the fruits of your labor, etc., right? But you're not doing it. Instead of conserving your finances, you're doing the complete opposite. You're completely spending shit away. Again, overall energy with the sun in reverse, also what I'm getting is again a lot of over optimism. Okay, it's good to be confident, but when that confidence, there's a very thin line between confidence and overconfidence. Okay, and that's what you're not, that's something that you're not realizing. Again, another thing I'm getting is you're not being realistic. You probably think things are okay, but probably they're not. You need to still check what is wrong or where are you going wrong. In the past, you have already experienced a lot of fights, arguments, and conflicts with your colleagues, etc., because of overspending. You're still refusing to learn your lessons because I think with the Page of Cups in reverse here, you're someone who just gets very carried away. You're a very emotional person. You make emotional choices. If you want something, you like something, you just want to buy it. Impulsive decision making. You just want it there and then. You don't want to think about the repercussions that are going to come in. And if that's going to happen, right, Nine of Swords, that's a very, that's like panic mode. Okay, too much exertion. You can see the card itself can see a lot. Sleepless nights, stress, fear, anxiety, only because of impulsive decision making or making large purchases or making choices or making purchases of something that you don't really need, you know. Again, judgment in reverse, you're not learning your lesson. So I cannot even tell you that there is a third party or there's an external environment that you can blame this on. It's all about you, Aries. This is all you. This is all you. Learn your lessons now. Take a step towards your stability, okay? Because no one else is going to be able to do it for you. So that's what I have for you, Aries. I hope this reading resonates with you. Leave your comments below, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.